Well, sir, it's about 7:30 o'clock. And here in the living room, we find Mr. and Mrs. Victor Gook and young Mr. Rush Gook spending a quiet evening at home. The two gentlemen are seated on opposite sides of the library table, matching wits in a game of rummy, while the wife and mother, established in her husband's easy chair, idly skims through the newspaper. There's been silence for some moments, but now the father says to the son,
"Your sweet face is painted with a happy leer. I apprehend you think you've won the game."
I have won the game. Look here.
Hey.
You fellas done with your rummy?
Dry Rot just blundered into an accidental victory.
It's always accidental when I win.
Better hop into that algebra studying, hadn't you, son? It's getting on for 8 o'clock. And don't fall asleep over your book like you done last night. I want to see a decent report card this time. We're not sending great big monstrous boys to high school just to hear ourselves think, you know. Paper states Mr. Vogel is better.
Who?
Mr. T.W. Vogel, 718 South Center Street, who has been seriously ill the past 3 weeks, is mending slowly. Although extremely feeble, he is able to visit the homes of his friends.
You think his friends would visit his home?
That's her.
Miss Vogel?
Sure. She don't like people in her house.
Why not?
Oh, track up the carpets.
Algebra sure is a rotten topic. Fails to hold an individual's interest.
You'll feel an individual's interest where you don't want it if that report card ain't up to snuff this time. Oh, there's nothing in this darn newspaper anymore.
That's what you say every night.
Well, there ain't. Just talking stuff. Rush, get your feet down from there.
I enjoy the sensation of twisting my spine out of shape.
Get 'em down, I said. Tell us here about the Supreme Court doing something or other. What is that Supreme Court business?
You're asking me rather an involved question. To answer it, I'd
Part
have to...
of the United States president, ain't it?
I wouldn't say it was part of them. Might be part of his...
Miss Apparat and Miss Brighton was talking about Supreme Courts and things the other day. They're such know-it-alls. They'll sit around and tell about Constitution and Congress and all like that. The rest of us ladies in the Thimble Club just stand and golf. Supreme Court and Ulysses S. Grant and so on's none of their beeswax, is it?
Knowledge of our national government and its functions is every American's beeswax.
Study. No, Vic, but don't you think they're putting it on?
Who, Miss Brighton and my Apparat?
Yeah, all that monstrous, big, important talking. Actually, you'd think they were the king of Peoria. What was it Miss Apparat said the other day?
Couldn't tell you.
Republican form of government, la-di-da, Abraham Lincoln, Gettysburg Constitution, la-di-da, we people, taxes, canal zone, Congress, dumpty-dumpty-dum. Silly. Rush, what'd I say about them feet?
I keep forgetting.
Well, get 'em down. There's scratches enough on that Davenport. No, but ain't it ridiculous?
Well, I'd say...
Miss Apparat's a grown-up woman with a family and a house to keep clean. What on earth does she care about the Congress?
I think people ought to be a little interested in the government.
Yeah, sure, but why go around making a big to-do about it?
People ought to try to understand the government.
What is there to understand?
Quite a bit.
They got fellas up there in Washington, D.C.
What fellas you referring to?
Well, Congress fellas and all them. President at the White House and so on.
Well, there's more to it than that, kiddo. The United
Let me
States...
tell her, Doc.
You're supposed to be studying.
This'll only take a second. And it's fresh in my mind because we just had it in civics. In the first place, the United States government is divided into 3 departments.
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
These 3 departments, Mom, each got a separate function. The executive department is the department that enforces...
Keep them feet down.
That enforces the laws. See, when a nation adopts a Republican form of...
Looks like we got a Miss Apparat right here in the family.
Why?
Oh, Rush explains the thing the same way she does. Instead of coming right out and saying what she wants to say, she hems and haws and beats around the bush till a person wants to scream. Son, why don't you just say they got Congress fellas in Washington, D.C. that fixes the law?
But there's more to it than that. Look, kiddo, the Congress makes the law.
Sure.
The president enforces the laws. And the Supreme Court tests the constitutionality of it.
Oh, there you go. Constitutionality. Oh, my.
You ought to be interested in that.
Oh, sure.
Every American should have a knowledge of the functions
Let's have more algebra studying and less talk from you, mister.
No, but you really ought to know something about this, Dave.
Why? I got a house to keep up. 3 meals a day I have to get. I'm busy. Where on earth would I be if I fiddled around with foolishness?
You can hardly call the government of your country foolishness.
Oh,
your
man,
government...
let's forget it.
Okay.
Well,
Hmm?
Mr. Steel Pump that clerks in at Yamilton's going to be married.
Is it?
Marrying one of the Hunkerman girls, Marie.
Hmm.
Rush.
Yeah.
Your feet.